No, but I didn't see that yesterday either, so I'm not too worried about that yet.
Okay. So it's just with their update, MW broke the game again, or a part of their game. Feels real good, man.
Okay. Allow some people to kind of filter in here, and then we'll be off and running.
Sir. Hopefully the team that's the Xbox Live guys are not using party chat.
Yeah, it seems to be working now, but we'll see.
Because gotta love Microsoft. Everyone working from home is really taking a shit on their streaming service.
Yeah, I would say. I would say so. All right. Hopefully we get some people in here. It's kind of a slow night last night. We had 7 matches total, but the viewership wasn't super high, unfortunately. Hopefully tonight's a little bit better. VoID usually pulls some pretty good numbers.
Oh, I'm pretty sure these Void guys. Yep, these Void guys definitely took a shit on me like 2 days ago.
Oof. Well, so you have some experience to draw on when we go through this series here. That'll be good.
Yeah,
That'll be
I
good.
think they actually made a roster change today.
They added a sub. Actually, I don't remember what they did, but I'm pretty sure they added a sub. Maybe they made a switch. I don't remember for sure. Let's see here. He sent me a message at some point, but either way, this should be a pretty fun matchup. Let's see here. Codcaster, who is on what side? I think it's gonna be Boy Clan on. Yeah, they actually added sub quick. I think it was. Is that what they did? Let me go to the roster change here. Oops, that's not the right one. Roster changes. Yep, they took off Joe and added sub quick, so it should be fun. Actually, I think Nylex made a change too. They added a extra person to their squad. But this is actually Nylex's second matchup of the season. They played last night against FCats, who was basically the team that finished second last season. Lost 3-1, but made it pretty interesting. That's a pretty solid team they lost to. And really, the only matchup that was tough was the second
Grand
hard
finals.
point.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah. Last night was the second hard point was kind of the only map that wasn't overly close, but overall they held their own against one of the top teams in the league, and I think tonight's going to be a really good test. These should be 2 pretty evenly matched teams. I don't really know what to expect, but I think it's going to be pretty close. You have more experience against, or playing against one of these teams than I do, so curious as to how they're going to go.
For sure.
In your professional opinion, what is the best part of this Void Clan squad?
Starfall or Gazilli.
Gazilli? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Starfall plays really patiently, if I recall, and doesn't lose gunfights. So
I hear that helps.
he's always in the right spot, it seemed, and just constantly won every key gunfight he needed on rotation, as he was already there.
Yeah, that's always that's a big thing. Fatty Patty, what's up, brother? Welcome to the stream tonight. Let's see here. So this is one of the captains. Let me know. Why did Phil try to call me? Oh, wrong button. But yeah, guys, for those of you that are just joining us, we actually have a new caster with me tonight, Chewy. He's been brave enough to team with me for a couple seasons now and carry me, and now he wants to get a crack at the casting thing, which is great. He has the charisma for it, so this is going to be good, but we're going to get underway here. And I think at least we got... I know. Should be fun. I don't think I've actually casted with anybody else in a long time, so this is going to be weird.
No more solo dolo casting for you.
Yeah, I haven't... I was thinking about that earlier. I'm like, man, I haven't actually casted with anybody else in like months, so we'll see how this goes. But this is the map last night that FCats, I think, was it the first hard point where they basically won 4v5. against this Nylex squad. So they do have some repetition on it. They kept it pretty close. They lost like 250 to 217 or something like that. But this should be a fun matchup. Players to watch out for Nylex. You obviously stated a couple for Void Clan, but Wesboro looked really good with the MP5, and then John Gilliam with the M4 looked really solid as well on the side of Nylex. So here's see how we're going to do here, but let's get underway.
Yep. And
already,
cool.
The early addition of Dane Dola working out well for Nylex as they're just going to bust right in here.
So I wonder if Allegiance is... not Void. I forgot the team that they are.
It's all right. But
So
this
normally,
is a pretty standard start here.
yeah, I wonder if the Elite decides to look to play the majority of the rest of this time to try and get it, because breaking these P2 spawns are atrocious, and I don't know
I
if...
feel like you don't know if they can find a way through.
Oh, this is gonna be hard.
Yeah, I feel like breaking P2 on this map has gotten easier over the last couple of months, because when the game first came out and the competitive rules that came out and we saw people scrimming, it was damn near impossible for teams to break P2. We're like to the point where they almost scrapped it before the hill even popped. But we've seen teams kind of figure out better ways to actually do it. Usually you need 2 waves of kills and then hope for the best. But so far they are not getting very close.
Oh man,
Look at the
Codcasters.
scoreboard here though.
Yeah.
It's not good. Yeah, it is very slow. But look at the scoreboard here. June is just absolutely popping off for the side of Void Clan. 9-3. Gazilli playing well. Some quick slow start here. Starfall though in a great position as usual.
I wonder... I haven't seen enough smoke from... Who's the smoke player on the Legion side? Vidal's got it.
Great shots there by June. This is a little bit of a surprising start. Nylex actually looked really good in the gunfight department to start out this map. They seem to be winning a lot going towards P1. But then June kind of just took over. He's up to 11-5, playing very, very well. But outside of that, Nylex is kind of slowed down to that hot start as Zilly's going to make his way in here. But I'm looking for Nylex to just really win some gunfights, which is scary because they're on host right now. So you'd expect them to kind of come in here and look at least pretty good. But Void's just looking strong.
This is not... They have to
no.
get... Oh, they have to get people out of the hill. Like, you can't get this much time on P3 after you just dominated P2.
Yeah, there hasn't even been like a position for Nylex to really get these players out of the hill at all either. Like there's been no grenades really flying in, no stuns, as looks like somebody may have actually joined. They haven't spawned in yet, which is good, but they have joined in. That's gonna have to stop, but either way. Yeah, this is rough. The only positive for Nylex is that they are spawning on the correct side for P5, which is basically the hill they can count on to hopefully get themselves back into it, but they can't give up a lot of time here on P4. Luckily, they are contesting. Sub-Quick's gonna get taken out. That's finally gonna be a clean wipe for Nylex. First one we've seen in...
Yeah, first one of the game.
Yeah, we haven't seen them really do that yet. But finally, they're getting some time here, bringing it back a little bit as Berghamp's going to lose a pretty unfortunate gunfight there. But John Gilliam's playing pretty well. Here's 11-8. Playing well with that sub. Wesboro is struggling here. Him and Vidal, I saw them at different times yesterday have really good maps, and right now both of them are just struggling. Dame Dalla doing his thing as the new player, the M4 player, trying to anchor a little bit here. He's playing well, but their issue yesterday was they couldn't keep up with the sub pressure from FCats, and it looks like it's pretty much the same thing here against Void Clan.
Yeah, Gazil and June are just having their way, both at 16 kills. Oh, and now they're spawning out towards P2.
Yeah,
forklift side.
I didn't see who exactly flipped the spawns, but Void Clan is just playing perfect hardpoint right now. Nylex needed to hold those spawns and get a good hold here, but it's looking like they're not going to be able to get much of anything as the hill's already almost halfway over, and they haven't gotten anywhere close to this hill.
And June wins another 2-piece, and Hill does. Oh, that can't happen. 3-piece for June as he's just sliding around.
Yeah, that's a little bit rough. This is definitely looking like an impressive map 1 for VoID Clan. As they are picking up right where they left off last year. I can't remember where they finished in playoffs, but I feel like their issues were more so roster related than skill related. I can't remember where they actually finished, but overall, this is definitely an upgraded team from last season, and they're in a pretty tough division, if I remember correctly. Let me kind of take a peek and see what they have. Let's see here. F-Cats, which is a very solid team in that division as well, and a whole bunch of new teams that I think are going to come out and look pretty good. So this is definitely a good chance for VoID Clan to make a statement, but a lot of competition ahead of them.
Is your can you take a look at like the weapon screen and tell me if both teams are running 2 ARs? Because from what I can tell, VoID's running 2 ARs.
I don't remember how to actually do that.
It's bottom on the D-pad, but mine broke because thanks I know you.
Mine's not pulling up.
Okay, well at least it's not just me, because I'm gonna scroll through the Legion side. Wesbro sub. AR. Alright, I think it's 2 ARs apiece. Because I was wondering if that was possibly the problem that they were running into. Just because with the recent nerfs, I guess you can say, to the MP5, though it still seems to be the go-to gun, at least in this match.
It still seems to be a very, very powerful gun. I haven't really seen a whole lot of difference outside of maybe it can't beam people from across the map like it used to, but up close it's still probably the top dog. It's going to fire so much quicker. And so it looks like we do see somebody pulling out the AUG here last second. Not sure if it's really going to matter, but
I've seen some things that the AUG is really actually better than people think, but it's so slow to move around with that. I saw Sim saying he would never use it due to that, but that was a quick game.
Yeah, that was a very dominant game. Nylex actually put up a better fight against arguably a better team yesterday, and they just came in here and VoID Clan looked so good. Man, this team looks like a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I would agree. After that map and taking into account what happened in a scrim when we played them, they were looking hot.
Yeah, it definitely shows as they come in here and absolutely cook. In map number 1, let me take a screenshot of this so I can put it in the stats later, but impressive showing for them. Man, that was incredible. They come in here and looked absolutely dominant. June 29 and 16, he popped off. Gazilli slowed down a little bit, but he still ended up 23-19. There just really weren't that many kills to go around, which is kind of crazy to say.
And what can you do when you win in 5 minutes? A hill one full rotation and a half. So we only play 7 hills. It's tough to get a lot of kills.
Yeah, that's very true. That is very true. And also, I mean, it seemed like it was mainly just gunfights. I didn't really see anything too different as far as like the strategies or playing spawns correctly or incorrectly. It was literally just VoID was playing very solid and just winning all the important gunfights. That's pretty much what it came down to.
Yeah, it's tough to really say like if you're playing correctly or not if you don't even get like a wave of kills. Like they had P5 spawns, but then they didn't in like 2 seconds because I don't think they won one gunfight in like a minute when P4 started. Yeah. So it's tough to do anything when you're getting kind of just put in the blender.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. Did you join here?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Yeah, you can join me. Let's get in there.
Some poor guy joined me. Oh, is it Piccadilly Search?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I pray for any team that actually decides to play this map because I despise it.
I know. It was something that I was talking about last night. I think it was one of the This was actually the map 5 we saw between, who were those teams? It was E-Girl Slayers versus, who else was it? E-Girl Slayers versus Heartbreakers. That was the reverse sweep we saw. And yeah, this was the map 5, which I think the team that lost actually picked it. So kind of surprising. I figured any team that actually picks it has to feel pretty confident on it, but that was not the case last night. Colin, yes, the VODs will be up on YouTube. I'm waiting on Kabu to put them up. He's the one that handles them. He should be putting them up soon. Addy Season, what's up, brother? Glad to see you back and grinding away. Love to see it, man. 1 second.
You're fine. All right.
Let's see here. Yeah, 1 second here.
I'm going to put in the team names myself because that was horrible. And I'm a bad caster because I didn't think to do that.
Oh, don't be hard on yourself, sir. Okay, computer. This is why I need a PC, because my computer is just so slow.
Oh, that was...
Let's see here. What is the other match going on?
Oh, no, don't do that.
Or a Wave Runner? No, Wave Runner. That's it.
Do. Who's co-lit in this?
Looks like it is Nylex. All right, looks like we're going to get into this pretty quickly here. I don't really know what to expect. That this is Void Clan's map pick. Actually, I'm sorry. This is their host. It is Nylex's map pick. Of course, Colin, man. I apologize. These were usually uploaded really quickly last season, but because we had 7 matches last night, I'm sure Kavu's a little bit behind. So he is trying to organize all of them, and it takes a little while to upload them, depending on how long they are. And since yours was like 2 hours long with that map 5 reverse sweep, things will probably take a little bit, but they should be up hopefully by tomorrow. Sorry about that, man. But here we go.
I wonder how people will play. Well, oh, what a snipe by Wesbro. Oh, counter snipe. Tar Heel. 2 picks up, 1 pick apiece for your team.
Oh boy. Wesbro's at the sniper. He's waiting for it. No one's giving any inch though. No one's giving an inch. But this is where this map just kind of slogs down. As soon as things get a little bit hairy and teams can't play aggressive, it's just sit back and wait for picks.
Hope you get a pick. There is 1 MP5 out, which...
Oh, bomb's slowing down. Yeah, on this map, I feel like the MP5 doesn't really have a ton of use, except for when the dead silence isn't an option, and you can make a place via mid map or something like that. As Johns did some tags on Starfall, who was kind of predicting this. He's gonna have a teammate there though. Oh, who's gonna drop is June gets taken out. But Starfall's gonna pop the dead silence. He's gonna be able to find some timing here. I don't think he will. He's gonna have to get really lucky. He should know where 1 is. The time's running down. He's gonna find 1. He's gonna get taken out though from Wesbro with the pistol. Yep, perfect trade. All on Tar Heel, and that's gonna be round number 1 to Nylex. See, Colin, you get it. We definitely do care about the players. I wish I could run this perfectly. Unfortunately, there are at times some delays and things, but I appreciate you, man. But that was a good first round for Nylex there. They played patiently. They were kind of going towards B at first, came back to A after they saw the setup for Void Clan. Impressive offense around there.
Now let's see if their defense holds. They got the hard part done and won an offense, which in my opinion is the hardest thing to do on this map.
Oh my god, yeah, absolutely. I think this game overall is a little bit strange to me as far as like bomb rotations. I feel like in Black Ops 4 it was pretty easy to know when to rotate bombs back and things like that. On this map, because the maps are set up in kind of a weird way, it's very hard to do it efficiently and without giving away too much info. Whereas Black Ops 4, you know, like you could do it quickly, and all of a sudden bombs down, and the enemy team's like, oh shit, you know, like, you know, we need to react. As Dola's just dropping people from top shoe.
Oh, sub quick got caught out. He's trying to play mid buses with that MP5, trying to be a nuisance, but he's not having much luck so far.
The only positive right now is that the bomb was in the hands of the only living player for side of VoID, but it's not going to matter. Something to keep in mind is Alex actually did beat FCats on, I think it was R-Claw Peak hardpoint yesterday, or Search yesterday, and looked really, really good doing it. So maybe Search is just their game type. This is something that I kind of mentioned yesterday, where in Season 2, we didn't see a whole lot of, you know, teams that maybe just work great at respawn, but were really, really good at Search. Maybe this is that team, you know? Yeah.
They've been playing enough GBs. They were like, let's go into respawn and let's see how we do.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure, there's a lot of cases like that. I haven't personally seen them, but I'm sure it's not that uncommon. As Vital, I think, does see June here. I think get some shots in, does not finish him.
I definitely love that the fact that I don't know if they purposely have these two names for soccer players, but Bergkamp and Vidal, big fan of that. Huge soccer.
Could be. Never know. Oh, Gazilli finally gets first blood though. Finally, some positive things going the way of VoID Clan, but the bomb is down for Nylex.
Vidal had
oh, there's
3 of them
two
on
big
the cross
kills.
and tagged up. Now he's just playing chicken.
Power Heel gets a big kill. Power Heel's gonna drop though. June needs to finish off this kill. He's not gonna be able to. Oh, Bergkamp again.
June. Oh.
Bergkamp drops.
1v2.
Oh my.
Good trade. Perfect trade.
Yep. Yeah, good search and destroy here for sure. This is a very impressive game so far.
VoID might need to rethink their map pick. Oh no, this wasn't their map pick. I'm sorry.
Correct.
Come on, let me see the sniper on offense.
Oh, a hit marker. I don't really feel like I've seen a whole lot of hit markers in this game. I saw them a lot in Black Ops 4 as finally VoID Clan's going to get a couple kills here. Oh, don't get picked.
You're looking to put the bomb down already. Oh, uses the heady perfectly.
Yeah, that heady on B bomb there is a really good spot to have a little variety in what the offensive team does. If you can actually get to that point, you can decide whether you want to put the bomb down, try to get the kill on the player in bookstore. There's a couple different options there as Tower Heel's going to take out Wesbro. Last one alive. All right.
I wonder if Nylex will go B again, or if they'll try and work or go A. Looking like an A
yeah,
hit.
That's change the map count.
I was about to mention that to you.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm like, well, that's not right.
Oh, 2 picks for VoID. Guy on the statue. Can Westbrook get him? Ooh. Got him eventually. Trying to reposition. Oh, good nade. No. Ran into 2 people back buses. Bergkamp looking.
Still a
Got
chance
one.
here for VoID Clan. Nice. Big kill by June.
Game. Looking for 1v. You're gonna have to pull off a 1v3 clutch with bomb down. It's gonna have to retrieve it. And
There it is.
yep.
That was a really
Perfect
good
snipe.
job there by VoID. They were down a player pretty much the entire time.
Good snipe by Tar Heel. Can VoID keep these string these rounds together? Tar Heel missed through the smoke.
Yeah, that's
Looks
always
like
a hope and a prayer.
Another
Up
B
quick,
hit.
should be able to get a kill here. It's gonna be an awkward fight. Oh, Westbrook's gonna check it.
Oh! First two
Subquick
picks.
had to wide peek that, and he still would have gotten 2 or 3 kills. Oh, she went the big gun fight. Doesn't matter. Perfect trades at a Nylex. It seems like every time VoID has a chance to get back into a round, the trades work out perfectly for Nylex. They do such a good job. Oh my. Well, Nylex once again, a very, very good round. Well, here we go. On to round 7. Nylex looking very good once again, like they did last night, as this is their week 2 matchup. Apparently, they have somebody going out of town or moving. I can't remember what their situation was, but they're getting ahead of the game, which is what we love to see. However, that means we're going to have 21 matches this week. That's incredible.
That's a lot of matches.
Yeah.
I was really
12 in the last 2 days.
I was really happy to see how many teams signed up for this league. It's a great sign.
Yeah, I know. I was a little bit surprised last season that we only had 15, but I kind of felt it too, that there was just like a lack of passion for this game for like a month or two, where people were just like, oh my god, I'm just over it. As Westbrook's going to take out Gazilli getting a little bit aggressive there. But bomb is down. This is looking like it's going to be another round for Nylex unless something crazy happens. As Gilliam once again gets a trade. He is so good.
Challenge. Westbrook, don't blow yourself up. Whoa, he barely gets away from the car.
I don't know how he got away from that. That's incredible.
And right back to his home. Nice.
Yeah, like you were saying, with 40 teams this season, we're going to have a lot of matches going on. So for you guys watching, whether you're a fan of these particular teams or players or, just the league itself, there's going to be a lot of Call of Duty for you guys to watch over the next, month and a half or whatever it is. So buckle in. Playoffs should be crazy this year. Instead of having everybody make it, it's going to be the top 16 teams, so less than half the league.
So what is it? Top 2 teams from every division?
Top 3 and then 1 wildcard team. So that wildcard spot's gonna be kind of interesting. It's hard to structure, but I always want to have it like as even in terms. Oh, Subquick has to get that kill on Westboro there. You have to finish that.
Westboro is counting his lucky stars. I saw him just lay down and
Gilliam
pray.
Once again. Gilliam is just so good with this M4. He always finds really good angles. Vital's gonna take a Subquick there. A big kill as there's only June and Gazilli left.
Oh.
And there goes June.
Oh,
Last one alive is Gilliam.
Gazilli.
He's gonna get a kill barely as Bergkamp almost started to squirm out of there, but now they know where he is. 2v1. He does not have an M4 either, which makes it way tougher. He's gonna get not shot at yet. There he goes.
Are we using the hypothetical GAs? Just wondering.
Why does somebody have a G8 item on?
Well, someone has a knife, but I don't know if that is.
Oh no, that one's not included yet. Just
okay.
the ammo. As he's gonna get shot in the bookstore, and that's gonna be map number 2 to Nylex as they tie up the series.
Very impressed with how they bounced back after that rough respawn and nearly getting 100-point clubs.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the hosts for each team just don't work well for their opponents or what, but yeah, definitely impressive. Their search, though, has been so consistent. They were really good on Arklov yesterday, looked very good on Piccadilly here. I'm not sure how they'd look on more close-range search maps, but on the AR and sniper-heavy ones, they are very, very good. So, I need to screenshot this. There we go. And just so you guys are aware, kind of update with our matches that has happened today. We had one earlier. It was Envision Gaming versus Priminal Gaming, and Envision won that 3-1. So they start off the season 1-0. I think we also have, what do we have going on right now? I think it is Diffuse versus Bucket Hat Squad. They are playing currently. I think they are in map 3. Haven't heard how much time there's left in that series, but that is happening. And then also on the B stream is Wave Runners versus Lethal. That's happening here shortly as well. And then we are getting Nova Core Gaming versus Get a Grip Gaming after. So still a bunch of Call of Duty to go here. Let's see here. Did I get an invite somewhere?
Probably not.
I feel like I heard something, but I was on my computer. Starfall.
I'm looking.
Trying to join it. There we go. I'm in there.
Yep. Nope. I am not in there. Can you send me? Nope. I'm in. I'm good.
Here. Okay. Let's see here.
Oof. CDL domination on Petro. I mean, not CDL. Obviously, it's CDL. Domination on Petro worries me for Nylex after what we saw map 1.
I would definitely agree.
Because if they start spawning P1 and they're trapped, I don't know if they'll be able to get out in a quick manner.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those maps where, well, Domination is a very strange game mode to me because I've seen teams that aren't very good at hardpoint but are very good at Dom and vice versa. So I don't really know what to expect. Map 1 was probably a pretty good indicator of who's going to win this, but man, it is tough. I don't think there's a lot of teams that focus Domination very much. That FCAT squad that finished second last season, they are a very, very good Dom team. I don't think I've actually seen them lose a Dom. But outside
That's
of that,
impressive.
it's kind of been a toss-up, and it really just comes down to gun skill at that point, which if map 1 tells us anything, it's probably going to be in Void Clan's favor. But, man, that Search and Destroy was pretty impressive.
Really was. I loved how they always had each other's trades.
Yeah, that's something John Gilliam did a really good job at. He was always in a really good spot to get those important trades. Very impressive there, but we're going to get into map number 3 here. So we are tied up at 1 map apiece. Let me actually update the map count so I can add another match that went down. Oops.
I edit. Yep.
And then not sure what the other match is going on, but I'm sure we'll get an update soon. That they had an issue with somebody lagging out and had some stuff going on, but that's being worked out right now by Cryo and 50 cal. So
your wonderful league ops.
Well, yes. that's sometimes what casters are. Yeah, pretty much. They have to deal with a lot of stuff at times, but here we go.
Multifaceted super site. So Void spawning on bad side. No, never mind.
Okay, yeah, I was curious as to what. I always thought it was the A-B side you wanted on this map, correct?
You want CP.
Okay, CP. Oh, Starfall in a good spot here. He's already got a couple of kills. Can you find another one? Get taken out with that grenade though. Nope, stayed alive for now.
It's like he wishes his trophy was already ready.
Oh, Dola push-up took him out. Already a good start for Nylex though, but unfortunately Void is right back on the B site. Subquick, it seems like he is struggling. I don't know why. It seems like he's struggling to finish kills. We saw it in the Search and Destroy on a couple occasions, and now we've seen it a little bit in the Domination, but he is struggling to finish some of his kills, and I don't know if it's just positioning or what, but it looks like Vital in a good spot, but he was traded
Vital using the hug. We'll see if that's something he sticks to. He switched to it at the end of the hardpoint game.
Great spot by Bergkamp, who's gonna Starfall, the huge gunfight there on Bergkamp, who is trying to take these players off B.
Tar Heel is just living top restaurant right now. Oh, he's going back to
that's a great spot for him.
Ooh. Yeah, nice little bunny
That's a perfect spot for him. Oh no. June, I thought was going to win that gunfight. Oh. I don't know how June won that gunfight. That's kind of what that weirds me out about this game is there's gunfights where I just have no clue how I lose them. That makes no sense as he's going to take out John Gilliam.
Oh, Wesbro just did not good things to
Gazilli.
Gazilli.
It's like spawns are kind of shifting here, but this is getting scary for Nylex's. We are going to see almost a triple cap as June leaves a little bit early, but that's going to be an A push for Nylex as they are trying to flip spawns a little bit. They are going to be able to. June.
They were able to get it home, which was important.
Yeah, but that like 15 or 20 seconds without anything is a big time killer. You know, the lead only being 11 isn't a huge deal about halfway through here, but overall, having that time period of getting no points at all is always tough, especially because VoID Clan wasn't really set up super well till they finally got A and B.
They didn't realize.
That's gonna be. Oh, they stopped them.
They didn't realize that they spawned P1. That's tough because they were looking Hazmat in hopes of trying to kill them off spawn from there, but they didn't realize they were coming from tracks when they had 2 on the flag. That's
just like that. B should go right back in the hands of VoID Clan. This has been a game of swing so far. We've kind of seen each team go through waves of kills. It seems like Nylex will wipe out VoID Clan, try to get on B. Something silly will happen and they won't get it. VoID Clan gets a wipe, comes right back and gets B. So, oh my. Wesbro somehow won that gunfight against Gazilli. I don't know how, but he did. Back and forth we go. Not a whole lot happening right now. It's pretty much just a battle for B. We haven't really seen VoID Clan try to push towards A. They seem pretty comfortable with this A-B setup. I'm sorry, BC setup.
They're spawning back pool. That is not where you want to be spawning on this map.
What can Nylex do here to try to flip the tide a little bit? Because it seems like they're just kind of stale. They're kind of stuck and don't really know what to do.
They're making it easy. They're all challenging one person at a time. They're not hitting something together. Each person is just going one at a time and getting annihilated by pre-aims. Whereas they're not trading each other's kills like they were in Search. Like, one guy just ran out on a line by himself, and the second guy was late for second reach out. Like, they gotta go together.
Yeah, this does seem like a pretty easy hold here for VoID Clan. They don't really have to do anything outside of hold angles. If Nylex kind of picked one side to actually push and get somebody up top in a power position, that would help them out immensely. But they're just all kind of like pushing, 2 down tracks, 2 down water, 1 down mid.
While Wesbro got killed off C, that's what they have to do more of. 2 of them went for C, and they traded the kill, and he nearly got the decap, and he forced someone to come back to him. So they need to do more of that. Like, instead of just rushing
something
for
to
B.
keep VoID Clan, keep them looking in different directions and not just totally being able to L trigger on this B flag. As June is once again having himself a good respawn here, 13-5. M Hammer is 1-1. That's what the map count is. The 3-1 is from a match that happened earlier. As VoID Clan is, they have a commanding lead here. This is a lot like the hard point in terms of score discrepancy. It seems like it's a combination of the gun skill of VoID Clan and also the lack of creativity from Nylex here. Ego, what's up, man?
Ego, my teammate.
I'd love to see it. It kind of makes me sad that you're cheating on me with somebody else, but that's fun.
He was part of the team that screamed against VoID.
Oh,
there was some screaming. It was a rough time.
That's fair.
Good trade.
Yeah. So far, this half has been all about trades, as we've seen alternating colors on the kill feed from nonstop until June shuts that down. I don't know what this recent update was for Call of Duty, but the Codcaster is slower than it was before, which is incredible. I didn't know it could get slower, but it has actually gotten worse. Pretty incredible.
Yep.
Oh, Gazilli, how do you win that?
Nylex needs to get L control here. He gets 1, but there are 2 more outside of it. and they're spawning back pool, and that is never a good sign.
No, that's such a long run to any point. Even their home flag, it's a long run from. But this is a tough spot. Void Clans is playing. June just somehow collided two people with an MP5. Incredible.
And Vidal is the only one pushed up. He's got to try and play his life to give his teammates some space, and he goes down. Now they have to work their way out from their spawn again.
Well, Crypto, I appreciate you like the quality changes. I don't think I've actually done anything to change the video quality. So that's good. That's just this is XP doing XP things. But yes.
6 did the
Hammered is 1-1.
John Dosey goes around someone going to C. Now he's got 2 people back on him. But just by going through to C, 3 people backed up and they were able to neutral B. They have to do that more.
Yeah, there's not enough time left. Only 3 minutes left in this half in the game, and they basically have to hold this the entire rest of the half. And I'm still not even positive if that'll actually get them the win. We haven't really seen them have a solid 2 cap or 2 flag hold this entire half. As they're just pushing towards C. They're not even watching B, which is going to get neutralized. He might actually be able to grab it here if he plays his life properly. Grenade's going to take him out, but still a neutralization. Well, Crypto, I'm very happy.
They got points spawning P1, which is what they need, but I don't know if they... they won the 2 gunfights middle. Yep,
that is enormous. They could actually make a huge dent in this right now, but they have to hold this for a little while longer to really put themselves back into it. That's going to be 3 down.
Dame Dollar has to realize that someone's pushing up on him.
And Gilliam was...
they got A.
They do bring it back a little bit, so not terrible. Still a BC setup, not an awful situation to be in. And they are starting to make a dent in this, but with 2 minutes left, do they have enough time? Oh, my sub quick wins that gunfight. There's no way. But they're playing it smart. They're going for A once again. They are going to neutralize that. B is actually still in favor of Nylex, I believe. Oh, just like that though. Bergkamp needs to go for A here. He's not gonna do it. He's gonna go towards B. But this is something they have to get back very quickly because reinforcements for Void are coming.
2 down. They know where the 3rd one is. The last 2 A side.
And once again, Subquick came from behind and got a... Okay, so Vital was able to finish it. A minute and a half left. Time running down. Still a 30-point lead for Void Clan. I don't really know how they still had this big of a lead. I feel like they... Like, this lead should be a lot smaller than what it is, but Nylex has to do something towards A flag. They have to neutralize it. They have to get a triple cap, something.
You have to remember, Nylex only had 85 points 2 minutes ago, so they've actually made quite a big dent in this.
Well, true.
So.
And I think that might do it right there.
Yeah.
That wipe and the AB hold is going to be all she wrote for Nylex, as Void Clan should be able to take a 2-0 lead here, barring a unforeseen 3 cap.
In the next, like, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And
that's not going to happen.
But honestly...
And if you're Void Clan... Oh, go ahead.
Honestly, I'd be... If I'm on Nylex, like, yeah, we really struggled first half, but second half, we started to come back. Starting to shoot our guns again. And maybe they can hang.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, their gun skill doesn't seem like it's a huge issue. Their biggest issue from my eyes, at least in Domination, is their call-outs on spawns. They seem to be virtually lost on occasion as to where Void was going to be spawning, especially in huge situations where, you know, like, Subquick would come from behind somewhere and kill 2 people off of B, when Alex had a really good chance to get a 2 cap. And unfortunately, that's kind of what cost them there. They only lost by 30. It was up to like 60 or 70 at one point. So they had a pretty solid second half overall, but just their comms and spawn knowledge and call-outs is really what kind of cost them there, because there were a lot of times where I saw people trying to cap B and look in the opposite directions. So overall, though, definitely stuff to build on.
Interesting. I saw Starfall using the... He wasn't using a no-stock M4. I wonder if the nerf has made it so, like, every team will have a slower AR that has a stock to just kind of post up and hold angles, or if it's just something that they're still working out through the meta.
Who
Possible
knows?
new
The
meta.
I don't think we're going to see a big change in the meta like we saw last year with the Saw getting that late buff that kind of made it a
Poor
different
Saw
game. But
game.
yeah. Well, the game. I mean, like I feel like early on it was what, like basically two Sogs, two Maddoxes, in one. What was
ICR.
that gun called? ICR? That's it. Okay. ICR. And then late in the season, it was two ICRs. I think like one Maddox, maybe two, and then a SOG or two SOGs, like depending on what map you're playing. Sometimes three, I guess. But it seemed to switch, and the variety in maps in that game were super fun because you could have, one map, three SOGs, one map, two or three ARs, and then, the Maddox is kind of just filled in. But that was kind of the cool part about that game was there was a lot of different things you could do. Whereas this one, it was basically one AR and four P5s. So
Yeah, I mean, two ARs now seems to be kind of the go-to.
yeah, I think on most of the maps you'll probably see it. But the MP5 is still good enough where I think you'll still for the most part see, three or four subs. But who knows? KB, what's up? What's up, man? You'll get the matches up. Awesome. Love to see it. I've had a lot of people asking about the VoDs, so it's catching on, man. People are excited about it.
Especially to see that reverse sweep.
Yeah, that was a fun map or fun match.
Viewers want it.
I thought they were dead in the water, but they brought it back.
Bro.
As we're going to see the same map again here. Actually, for the first time yesterday, I saw a map set of 5 completely different maps. I had never seen that. Definitely in this game. Usually it's just Gunrunner 3 times and then 2 other ones. But I saw 5 different maps. It was pretty unbelievable. I was like, what is happening here? I probably talked about it more than I should have, but it was just so entertaining to me that I couldn't get over it. So
you should send that VOD into
like, please,
yeah.
have him do this.
Yeah, be like, hey Activision, look, it's for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Hey Kaibu.
Exploding brains all over. Here we go. Going to an important map number 4 here. Let me actually update the map count because I've been awful about that. I don't know why I'm forgetting. It's because I have you here, so I actually have someone to talk to, so I get distracted easier.
Yeah, no more mid-game silences where you're like, okay, well, how can I fill the space?
Exactly. There we go. Well, going off of last map and then map number 1, I would think this is going to favor VoID, but we haven't seen a respawn yet on Nylex's host, so we'll have to see. But this is a map that I think
map
is a little bit... was it on their house? Oh, yeah, it was. I'm sorry. Yeah. No, you were right. You're right. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure we've seen both respawns on Nylex host, so... Yeah. I am actually completely wrong. I will just stop talking.
Oh, and... Wow. Hey, good trades in top apartments. Yeah. 3 down.
It looks like VoID is kind of preferring to go for the spawn flipper, or trying to. I don't know if I like this plan, because if it fails and Nylex gets a lot of time on P1, VoID Clan's in a huge deficit early on. They have one person over in, what's that, hotel?
Bird Camp just got a 2-piece he should not have.
Vidal's gonna sit in an awkward spot here. He's gonna get taken out though as VoID Clan makes their way in.
I really don't like what Nylex is doing and letting this number and Tar Heel sit there for as long as he did. They knew he was back there with like 40 seconds left on the hard point, and thankfully VoID didn't take advantage of that and push out, because with that guy there, you would have spawned out, I believe.
Yeah. Could have been a little bit scary there for Nylex, but I actually feel like they're in a pretty good spot here. They split time on P1 and held spawns for P2. Not a terrible start for them, but now this is where players like Starfall can take over in that top blue area. Because Dilly's going to try to cut all these players down. They're coming off for a spawn, and now it seems like a hotel push for VoID Clan after the mid and street side failed, or mid and was that bar side?
Oof.
Just like this. Nylex is not expecting this absolute swarm from the side of... Let's see here.
And Nylex spawn out towards middle. Oh, Wesbro made too much noise, and June's looking to pick up right where he left off after map 1.
And map 2, or map 3. I'm sorry. He's just been a respawn reaper.
I wonder. Okay, so Tar Heel's going all the way to the back. I have debates with myself on if putting someone all the way back on that useless building is the right call or not.
I don't
we'll
like
see if
it,
it works
to
out.
be honest. Like I feel like this hill ends up being. Somewhat contested heavy, assuming, okay, as Vital's gonna fly in and get that kill, luckily. But I do not like it when teams get trapped all the way back there. It's a death sentence for P4, which is basically one that can end up being a full 60 if you're not careful. So I would much rather try to not spawn back if you can, as Subquick's gonna stun himself. Having some issues there. But overall, not a bad hill here for Void Clan, as they're going to be getting close to that 80-point mark, maybe a little bit over that, as we rotate towards the Money Hill P4. It looks like Nylex is going to be set up here. I just want to see them be a little bit more aggressive on their setups here on offense, because they seem to kind of hunker down, and in this game, I feel like you can get the other team to spawn out so far if you get in those power positions beforehand and not just kind of hunker down. They seem to always have like 2 or 3 guys on the hill. Now they're just going to get slow here momentarily.
One guy up top, 2 down low.
Yeah,
and
this
one
is
the
going to
bar
be an easy
gunfight.
break.
Now they're spawning.
Yeah, that
up.
is not a very good hold there for Nylex. But then again, it could be a combination of their setups not being that great and Void just being really good at finding ways to break. They're very patient. They seem to always wait for their teammates. They obviously win a lot of gunfights, but they're very patient, and they seem to be very organized at the same time. So they're not just sprinting in from spawn or whatever else. So, my, Wesbro cannot lose a gunfight.
Nylex definitely is rotating better on this map than on Hackney, but also this map is easier to rotate on compared to Hackney as it is. So
yeah,
I don't know if
Hackney's
it's a
kind of just a
mixture
dumpster
of
fire.
I don't know if it's a mixture of the map or if they're making more of an effort to try and play for early spawns and get there early.
Yeah. Well, the issue is they're rotating really well, but their setups they don't last more than 10 or 15 seconds. As soon as Void Clan actually gets to the hill, it's an instrumental break almost every single time, which is brutal, as the gunfights are just going the way of Void Clan. Yeah, Gazilli is just winning gunfights. I don't think anyone should ever be able to.
Yeah. Vital's just trying to contest as much time as possible, and can he get the trade? Good trade. Get that last. No, like hopefully they can get that last 15 and be right back in it.
Nope. And this is where it's going to get very scary for Nylex. Is Void Clan set up for P1? If they actually put all their resources towards this, they could get a really big hold here. Get a lot of time. That'll put them up by what, almost 100 points. And this is where it gets scary for Nylex. Oh my, Burkramp just came sprint around the corner and got beamed.
So Vital won a gunfight middle tracks, but because he won that gunfight and then pushed towards the Arch P1, he forced his team to split spawns because they lost gunfights at Blue Car at the exact same time.
Yeah,
so
this is exactly what I was kind of worried about, is even though Nylex might get spawns for P2, it's not really going to matter because Void Clan is going to be up by, I mean, damn near 100 points. And Starfall's on a 6-3 right here. Oh, almost a 7.
And they have 2 players almost double positive, and June as well with 20 kills as it is. Like it's just tough going.
Yep. Yes, it is. This is a little rough situation. But this is kind of how I think teams would probably want to have their kill and time composition set up. If they're the lowest slayers have the most time, everyone else is doing a really good job of slaying out. This is pretty much perfect hardpoint scoreboard if you were to ask anybody.
Subquick and Tariel are just like, can you guys die every now and then? We want to push out a cut.
Yeah.
Like,
but this is once again a 15-second in break where Void Clan is just taking it to him.
There's spawning a bunch of different places. Nice. Oh, one a gunfight front. And pre-fire. Oh, that's a swarm. Four on the rotation for P3, so maybe they can get 30, 40 seconds here, and then rotate P4, and they'll be right back in it.
And I hate to get away from the match here, but Jordan, thank you for the tier 2, man. I very much so appreciate it. You are awesome. Thank you for all the support. And I think he actually gifted a sub as well. And let's see here. He gifted, shared 5 emotes. I don't even know how you do that. That is incredible. I had no idea you could share emotes, but Jordan, thank you very much, sir. You are a great part of the community, and we appreciate all the support you've given us since our start, as it looks like your squad is just going to roll here in their first match of Season 3. As they're going to break in, they can... Yeah, they're going in here.
And this is where, if you're spawning all the way back useless, it's going to be tough to get out of here. Good trophy to give yourself.
Good luck. Oh, yeah, this is just... This is basically shooting fish in a barrel for Void Clan right here. This is unbelievable. Dude's pulled the pistol. He's going to try to get some pistol damage in. Not going to work, but actually looks like Void Clan is just too busy trying to get these kills, trying to up their stats. And we are going to see one more hill, but it's not going to matter as Void Clan's already over there. I think that is Tar Heels over there. He's just soaked up less all the time.
Tar Heels just like, I got this, guys. Let me just, let me rotate for you guys while you guys all go kill things.
Yeah, incredible.
Wow.
And Jordan with a couple more gifted subs. You are awesome, man. Thank you once again. For all you guys that aren't aware kind of how we work as far as our prize pool and stuff like that, all these subs that get gifted or Twitch Primes, all that goes towards the prize pool for the league. So that plus entry fees all kind of gets pooled together and then gets distributed at the end of the season. So all of the contributions are greatly appreciated. So thank you for that. But back to the match here, an impressive respawn showing for Void. Their Search and Destroy kind of struggled a little bit. That wasn't the prettiest, but overall, if you can play respawns the way they did, I guess it doesn't really matter.
You're just, we'll just lose the search. We're just gonna win the other 3. That's also to give Void some. I believe they made a roster change today, so maybe that influenced their search. Maybe they hadn't had a chance to play with the new guy in search, so.
Yeah, that definitely could be it. You know, that's something where, kind of like what we talked about during the actual Search and Destroy, is maybe this Nylex squad came from the GB ladders, felt pretty good in search, haven't played a ton of respawn, and if you don't really play respawns, it's a lot different beast than playing search. There's a lot different confidence level if you play search, you know, every night, all night for God knows how many hours, and you know, rack up those GB wins versus coming in and playing a team that plays the CDL playlist and hardpoint and domination pretty much all day, every day. So it's a completely different beast for sure, but we kind of saw a best of, or totally different worlds here from the side of Nylex and Void. So impressive stuff. If Void ends up starting their season 1-0, Nylex drops down to 0-2 as their only 2 map wins so far are in Search and Destroy. But I think there's definitely things they can do.
Yep, I'd like to see moving forward if Nylex keeps that Search and Destroy, like if they keep winning Search and Destroys against anyone, all you gotta do is learn to take one respawn and it'll make teams' lives very difficult.
Absolutely. And OPIC, the throwback BO4 league is going to be for both. We'll have one for Xbox and one for PS4. I don't know for sure when it's going to start yet, but hopefully in the next couple weeks. It won't be streamed. It's just going to be for fun. As we have a million matches each week for the Champions League. But yeah, that'll be coming up in the next couple of weeks. Just keep an eye out in Discord and on Twitter. So we'll have signups going on. But we actually have one more match coming up after this one. It is going to be Nova Core Gaming versus Get a Grip Gaming. That's going to be, what time? Is that 10:30? I think we got a little bit of time yet. So
yeah,
I thought it was earlier than that.
Pretty sure, yeah. Unless they want to do us a favor and move that match on up. No, I'm kidding.
I will reach out and see if they get started early. But yeah, that's what we have right there. I'm just trying to update some standings here really quick. Okay. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for us right here. I appreciate everyone that was hanging out, supporting both squads, the players in the league. You guys are awesome. Jordan, thank you very much once again for your contributions. Your support is not forgotten or overlooked. I promise you. Thank you again. Chewy and I will be back with you here in a little bit. We're going to take a little break and let Kebu hopefully upload this to YouTube or at some point here in the next day. But outside of that, hopefully we'll see you back here in like 45 minutes as we do have a couple matches making their XP League debut. So should be fun. All right. Guys, we'll be back with you soon.
See you, stream.